as a kind of final question here to many guests who may be out there in their 30s or 40s as a female saying, well, I'm not quite ready. I would like to have a child soon. What are the actions I could take aside from freezing my eggs? You said freezing stem cells, of course, looking at emotions, Freud, like what other advice would you have for them?
Okay, that's a great one. So the reason I laugh is because we just got an inquiry yesterday. Well, no, what day is it? Thursday? We got an inquiry on Monday,
Mm.
and we responded yesterday. But it was about, I'm 35 years old. I'm not ready to have children. What do I do? Because technically, your fertility goes off a cliff at 30. Again, that's a very big generalization.
Right.
I also think it was interesting because the inquiry came from a couple, and I think there was a bit of like reading between the lines. I think that the husband's not ready,
Right.
and he's freaking out, and he's
Yeah.
not sure what to do,
Yeah, that
and so
happens too. I mean,
exactly.
that's it's a common thing, right, Zach? People are putting it all. I do myself too, like everyone does.
You're right, exactly. The interesting thing is that what we would suggest is the following. The first thing you need to do if you're in your early 30s or mid 30s, even late 30s, is get a full analysis. And once you have that, you then have information to where to go next. You might think, okay, you might say, because you're right, it takes the fear away. It's like, that moment when you file your taxes. Oh, I've done it. Yeah, it's great.
Such a relief.
Yeah, it's a
Only
relief.
12 months before this
Yeah.
happens again.
Yeah, but actually, when you think about it, unless you're doing something really scammy or something, all you're really doing is just ordering information. And what's very interesting about filing your taxes, as we're around that time, is you think about it and you're like, oh, I did X, Y, and Z, and it's actually, you suddenly realize, oh, I only did that amount of business, or I only did this, or I did more than I thought. It's actually
You
very
have to
good.
reflect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a milestone reflecting point. So our advice to people is get an analysis done, a full analysis, and that will give you a very solid ability to decide what to do next, because it might change what you do. You might say, you know what? I have to accept it, bite the bullet now. I've got a predisposition to POF or this or that, and whatever it is, I'm going to have the kid. I'm going to bite the bullet now. Or you're going to say, I can get away with this a little bit longer, or actually, the process itself of doing the analysis makes you feel, hey, I can do this. We can do this together, or whatever that is. And by the way, I would recommend that men do this too. But again, and I think the difference, as you rightly point out, with men, it's like, oh, you can show no weakness. I'm a guy. I'm a guy.
Machismo.
Yeah, machismo. But women are more aligned to say, hey, I'm weak, and by acknowledging a weakness makes you strong.
Absolutely.
Your frailties. So that's what I'd do. I'd recommend getting a report and, contact us. We'll help you out.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, how do people contact you?
Okay, great. You can go to our website, is the best way, austinbiotech.com. We do have social media. We are not super big on social media at the moment. We just go to the website, schedule a consult, fill out a document, or at least look at the information on the website, and then from there we can get back to you. We'll give you a free consultation, and you can decide where you want to proceed with that. That's what we would recommend.